Everyone, welcome to this stream. It's the 1st of 2026, so Happy New Year, everyone. I hope it's going to be a great year for you, for your family, your closed ones, and of course for open source and free software in general. All right, so what do we have? Yeah, last time I did a stream. It was on, having. So, I wrote a meetbot plugin, which is a matrix bot plugin that summarizes the meetings that we have in the Fedora project, in the hope that this will help people have an idea of what's going on in the various groups that compose the Fedora project. And so ideally, I would end up with something that gives you a glance on the activity of the Fedora project for a given week, for example. So the first step was to have something summarize the meetings and make that available. So let me share the screen here. There it is. Okay, so that's not the page that we're going to be looking at. Is this thing working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, okay, cool. Right, I have managed to zoom in the camera when we're in this mode. Nice. All right, so that's not what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at meetings.fedoraproject.org. No, not meetings. Meetbot logs. Meetbot.fedoraproject.org. All right, this website is called Mote. And it's giving you a summary, I would say, of the meetings that occur in the Fedora infrastructure. All right. So if I click on this one that happened yesterday evening, I see there's a summary here. I see that there's people present. I see the topics that were covered, and I can get to the full logs if I need to. All right. So I'm not replacing that. I'm augmenting that to have an LLM generated summary of what happened in the meeting. For example, let's take this infrastructure meeting here. Okay, so there was a lot of activity, a lot of discussions, and I would like to have a shorter form summary for this. I've started working on that last time we did a stream together, so I can start Visual Studio Code, hopefully getting back to that. Open recent Mote. All right, so yeah. Okay, so it's probably not set up because I might have updated my laptop in between, upgraded my laptop in between. What's going on here? All right, terminal, poetry install. It's probably too small for you to see. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, do I have a way to run that? Probably, but I don't remember how I did that. Should have reread. I should have viewed my own stream of a couple weeks ago to get ready. But yeah, that's how it is. All right, so what do we have here? We have an application. It's a Flask application, apparently. Right, it's a Flask application. Yeah. Okay, so how do I start this? There's Docker file. I could just start it, right? There's a README. There's a README. Feature dependencies, backend development, setup. Yeah. Containerized setup. That's not it. Native setup. Okay, interesting. Do I have the virtual environment already? No, but I have poetry. That should be sufficient. Right. So, poetry run Mote. Is that what you want me to run? Let's see if this has an, yes, it has help. Okay, this is a too small a terminal. I'm going to switch to my normal terminal. So we are in apps, Mote, right. Poetry, run Mote, dash help. Okay, so it's suggesting me to run it with port 9696. Let's see that. This is development server, fine. And now localhost 9696. Let's see if that works. It's obviously not opening in the right window. There. Okay, that's it. So no meetings, etc., but it's working. What changes did we make before? Okay, I see there's something that is not saved here. Oh, that's just it. Okay. So what were the changes that we did before? Let's go back to that. I see a change here to add the markdown dependency. Fine, that's normal. There's a lot of logs. Yeah, that's my local extractions of the log. That's fine. Call has been reformatted. That's fine. There's markdown now. This is just formatting. Okay. This is just formatting as well. What else? The title. This is just formatting in again. Same thing here. Same thing here. Okay, summary pass. Here we're talking about something new. Sure. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I haven't set this to be the correct environment, I suppose. Do I have Mote somewhere? Yeah. That's the one. Okay. So, so I'm looking at the summary. And if I have a summary, then I put it in the event directory and keep going. Okay, cool. Fine. Fragment.css, what's that? Oh yeah, just formatting. Yeah, let's not care too much about that. Okay. And event summary contain, yeah, if there's, excuse me. So if I do have a summary, then I put it in the website. Okay, let's try to create a pull request. Okay. So are we in a separate branch? Yeah, we're in a separate branch, summary. Let's see, what do we want to pick? We definitely want to have the new markdown dependency, so we'll need to get the pyproject.yml file and the poetry.log file. Cool. Here I'm going to try to only select the things that are related to my change and not the formatting changes, okay? So there's a way to do that. I think in, ooh, that's nice. Yeah, okay, I can just do stage selection here. Cool. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. And it hasn't touched the rest. Okay, that's formatting again. Blah, 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 blah. That is still formatting, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's still formatting. Duration. Okay. That's new. I am staging this. Okay, good. Then fragment, I think this is all formatting, although I did touch it, so that means I did change something. Let's explore, see what we have new. I see a lot of formatting here. Oh, there's a new one here. That's just an empty line. Too bad. There's a new thing here. Ah, yeah, here. Okay. Event, summary, toolbar, H3. That's new. This block is new. So I'm gonna pick that. Okay. All right, so what else do we have here? I think the rest is just formatting. Cool. Yeah, I think it's basically formatting. What is this? Same thing, same thing. Yeah. Okay, let's just ignore the rest for now, and we'll deal with formatting later. Nice. And here I have this part that is important. Add it. So I think my commit here contains what I want. So I would call it pick up summary files and display them. They exist and display them. Cool, let's do this. And now I'm going to push that to a pull request and see if that takes us somewhere. G-event WebSocket not configured properly. Oh well. So the rest should be just formatting, right? Yeah. If I remove the white space, yeah. Okay. Git push upstream fork. And now create a pull request. Okay. This change set picks up LLM generated summary files, and if they exist, and display them as inside in the meeting overview. Okay, cool. Simple enough. Just a new dependency. This summary of this display of the summary that has been generated by, well, here you take summary.md, blah 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 blah. Okay. Are my files named .summary.md? I think so. Maybe not. It should be. That's test-chan, no. Did I call that summary.md? I don't remember. Okay, anyway, let's push this pull request. Okay, I'm gonna check now that the files that I have generated are actually named properly. So let me just look at some private terminal right here. I did call them .summary.md, so that's fine. Okay, cool. And now what I'm going to do is something that is a little bit dirty, but we're gonna try it anyway. So the problem is that we don't really have something to test on because the staging environment doesn't have the data, unfortunately. So what we can do is try to run the new thing with the new commit directly on production. I mean, we don't test every day, but when we do it in production, right? That's the mantra. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to show you how to do that, but basically I'm going to rebuild the software that we have right now in production. Before I do that, I'm going to try to pick up any newer thing that would be on the main branch. So I'm going to, let me show you that. I can show you that. Excuse me. So I'm going to go to the main branch. Oh. Okay, there's no new change. So I have nothing to rebase on. Okay, let's go back to testing the thing in production, right? That's a great idea. Everybody should do that. Fantastic idea. Anyway, so I'm changing Mote. Okay, build config. Is it going to work properly? I'm not sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's not really clean, of course. You can tell that. Summary, that's the name of my branch, right? And I'm going to point the software that currently runs in production to my own fork and branch. So and now let's rebuild. Let me follow the logs so I make sure that nothing is bad. So I did check, so I see it being rebuilt. It's currently building, and I see it using the latest commit from my own branch. So it's apparently working. Let's drink some tea. Let's test software in production. That always goes fine. That always goes good. That always ends up well, you know. Oh yeah, also we do that on Friday, of course. Because why would we pay attention to 40 years of software engineering, you know? That would be entirely useless. I mean, obviously those people who came before us didn't know as much as we do, so everything they thought and designed is probably flawed. If you can tell the irony in my voice because I have this weird accent, I'm being ironic. Okay, so it's pushed. Let me check the deployment. Oh, it's not a deployment config. Oh, that's fine. Okay. So how do I redeploy? When I don't know how to do things when there's not a deployment config. How do I redeploy something? Oh, I see one. Okay, I see a deployment that has been running for 47 seconds. That's probably the one. But I'm surprised there's already so many logs. Okay. Fine. Or maybe it hasn't restarted the pod. Okay, cool. All right, let's try. So let's see if it breaks first. We're on the production instance. Restart it. It doesn't break. That's one thing. Let's see this meeting here. I click on something, nothing happened. That's not really a good sign. Yep. So there's probably a mistake somewhere. Oh. Wait, what? No. So, oh, it's still loading. Okay, sorry about that. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. What is this? Okay. It's kind of weird, but it's there. What's this? Get. Okay, apparently the front end is trying to get this this data here. It doesn't show any error. So does this file actually exist? Open in a new window. Open in a new tab. Oh, this fades. Oh, I should check that. Anyway, bad gateway. Okay, that's not on me. Or maybe it is. Do I have logs on the server? Oh, you can see that, of course. Yeah. Sorry about that. Discarding invalid meeting file. Yeah, there's a lot of errors. Weird. I suppose I can show you the OpenShift thing. Yeah, I can probably show you that. Okay, let's try to use the web interface. Nah, not a good idea. Okay, I'm just gonna share the screen then. We'll see if I can take this somewhere. Okay. Okay, so here's what I have. Oopsie, nope. Okay, so here's what I have. This is OpenShift logs. There is a deployment / Mote deployment. There's a Mote deployment in there, and it seems to be getting requests. Is this working? Meet path, okay. I don't know why there's all these discarding invalid meeting file. I don't see why, but I don't really care at that point. Meet name, meet path is this. Okay, why is it not giving me any? Oh, it is giving me something. Okay, so this actually exists now, fine. Ooh, I may have good news for us. Let's try that again. Ooh, look at that. So, what do I see here? I see that there's a new thing called summary here that contains the summary that has been generated using the LLM. Okay, I see there's a problem with CSS apparently. That's a little bit annoying. Because this is unreadable basically. I can fix that. That's the code thing. Code in color schemes black is not good. It should be what? It should be what? Darker? Probably darker. That's in Bootstrap black box. Yeah, that's not really cool. Maybe the background doesn't make that easy. Or maybe I should just ignore that. Yeah, okay, that's why. Yeah, okay, because apparently this is ignoring, like this window here ignores the fact that it puts a background, okay, but it doesn't really respect the color scheme. That's not nice. But I suppose we can work on that later. Because it makes it look like we have a white background. when we don't really have a white background. It's just the model content here. Yeah, that's in fragment.css. So it's something that is within my control, I should say. I suppose I could make something whiter. I suppose I could make something a little bit whiter, and then this would be readable. It's not really great from a readability point of view. What if I set this to white? Okay, and now I click on infrastructure. What do I see? Ah, yeah, this is much more readable. It gives me something entirely white. Okay. I think this is useful. If I set it to dark, that's because I made the change, but if I do this, right, that's what would happen if I didn't change, if I didn't try to mess with this. Okay, let's go to the style editor. Let's see fragment. Why are we trying to edit this so much? Anyway, so it's probably the EVT summary here that is the problem. Okay, I could keep it this way. Okay. So it does show me a border. I may want to keep that. Okay. If I remove all the color changes in the dark scheme, it makes things much more readable. What do you think? Do you find that useful? Like these summary points here? It's kind of confusing to have action items here and have it here. So if I close that and I go to this meeting, for example. Ah, yeah, here the meeting has not been validated by the attendance. So when my bot creates a summary, there's a green tick and a red tick and red cross. And if you click on the red cross, it's going to regenerate it. If you click on the green tick, if you don't click on the green tick, it's going to flag it as not having been validated by the attendance. So like, take it with a grain of salt, you know. And if I look at another meeting, for example, this one here, then there's no summary. So it does work for both cases. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty cool. At the moment, I do not have a way to... at the moment, I don't have a way to put the files, the summary files in the right place. But if I run the meeting summary bot with the rest, it'll have access to the file. So that should be easy. Okay. Interesting. I think it's worthwhile. What do you think? I'm going to push a change to make these changes, these readability changes, clearer. Yeah, it's much better now with it's much better in white actually. So if I set it to black, I should have the same level of readability. Okay, let's do this. I'm pretty happy with what it ends up, what it looks like. I'm gonna make a screenshot for the pull request. Should I do it in the white? I'm gonna do that in the white mode because, yeah. Copy and put it in here. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so we still have failing tests here that we should address. What's wrong? Oh yeah. Well, we don't have Python 3.8. Oh, that's fine. We don't care about that. Python 3.8 is probably dead anyway. Okay. I'm going to push some changes to the dark mode CSS while I'm at it. So that's going to be in here. Oh yeah, I'm not going to do it here because this is going to reformat everything. So let's so the changes here, it's mostly cosmetic. Let's cancel the changes here and edit it by hand in Vim, because what I would like to do is remove the even summary modal content. Okay, All right, so here what I'm going to do is remove all the color related changes, especially when they relate to dark mode. So this goes away. This stays. That's pretty much it. So let me see the changes in this. Okay. Improve readability of the summary in dark mode. I'm going to push it as well. Also, oh, wait, what? Oh no, sorry. So give me this commit here inside this branch, please. Yes. Sorry, I put the commit in the wrong branch. Okay, so now I can do the changes. Yes, there's also one more change that I should do is remove the support for Python 3.8 because it's unrealistic to keep it. So that's going to be, sorry, I can do that here. That's going to be in .github, main, tox matrix.tox-env, and that is, yeah, this goes away. Ah, it's for reformatting everything. Of course, it reformatted everything. Please don't do that. I don't want to do big changes. I'm going to do all the formatting changes in one go. So I'm going to do the Python 3.8 thing. Because, yeah, we don't need 3.8. Nobody has, no, it's unsupported anyway. I mean, it's not supported anymore. And I can remove that. Also, I don't really actually need to do that with poetry because it generates those using this marker here. Okay. Do I still have reference to Python 3.8? It doesn't look like it. Oh, here. Tox.ini. Yes. My bad. Okay. Do I have reference to 3.8? Oh yeah, there's my min version here. Tox.ini. Min version, that's probably for Tox, not for Python. Okay, cool, cool. Oh yeah, if I do that, I'm gonna have to update the dependencies because most of them, I mean, now that I don't have to support an older version, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of new stuff that I may be able to update. What do I have in Tox? The spy tests. Oh, there's cleaning as well. Bandit. What? Banded black flake 8 I thought, where does this come from? Where does this come from? Cleaning. It doesn't do cleaning, but it does all this. That's weird. That's really weird. If I do this, okay. Oh wait, there's references to rough here. Meh, okay. Because if I do that, does it run black automatically? Like, does it detect what it should be doing? Nah. My bad. Poetry lock. Sorry about that. Yeah, if I run black, it just runs the... That's really weird. Why would you do that? Anyway, let's fix it. Docs. Let's compare it to my cookie cutter Python template. Because here we have, well, yeah, you're right. We don't really do the black flake 8 and I sort thing. But we can remove that. We can add cleaning. And we can do the run black in the Mote directory. I suppose cleaning means black as well. And yep, and let's do isort to all the... Let's rough or handle the rest. Oh, there's no black in PyProject. That's weird. Okay, that's weird. Okay, poetry run. No, add group dev black. Oh, poetry wants Python 3.10. Okay, that's interesting. Do I really need to support Python 3.9, honestly? Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's drop support for Python 3.9 as well. Hi, Trim Linux. How are you doing? Okay. What should I do? Just drop support for Python 3.9? Yeah, and I mean, this piece of software, honestly, it's all doing things with jQuery. Please, no, please. Anyway, we should probably drop support for Python 3.9 as well. Nah. Yeah. All right. So let's edit things again. Here, here, and here. So Python 3.9, nope. Do we want to add Python 3.13? Not right now. Python 3.10 is gonna be our minimum. Regenerate the log file, install the stuff, add black as a dependency, update rough, because that's going to be a big update. Oh, not so much. Let's see. Okay. I shouldn't have reformatted everything. Okay, wait a minute. It's not only Mote that I need to reformat, it's also the test directory, right? Oh yes. So tox is actually wrong. I should just run, by the way, I should just run black and rough without a destination directory. Let's see if I've actually changed only the formatting. Oh, there's a lot of formatting. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of formatting that has changed. Let's say that I didn't run that. Poetry run rough check. Use of assert detected. Well, yeah, it's tests, so it makes sense. So S101 please ignore. Okay, perfect. So where am I at? Let's put this thing back in shape. What are the changes in Mote? Just this, fine, and this. That's fine. It's totally fine. Should I do the reformatting thing? Nah. Probably not. This is related to dropping support for Python 3.8. Okay. And now I would like to update all my dependencies, maybe. Do the formatting first? Maybe. Oh, really? I should put this back. I guess that's correct. Okay, what else do I have? Okay. I suppose I can push this to the main brand, to my fork. I guess I can. Okay. Oh yes, the update. Update all my dependencies, please. That's gonna be big. And just test everything you can test. That's a good sign. Oh, something wrong. Dist utils. Oh, whoa, that's bad. Okay. What's that, dear util? What's this? Copy tree, oh no. It's in sh util. It's in sh util copy tree. Let me show you that. Modules, sh util. Copy tree. And this exists since version 3.2, so it's in. Copy tree. Problem's gone. Let's try again. Of course. Sorry, what? File exists. Oh yeah. Maybe it's not exactly the same thing. So what are you trying to do? Copy tree. Copy tree, copy tree. Maybe should I put copy? Yeah. Deers exists, okay. So. Deers exist, okay, and this is new in 3.8, so we're totally good. Let's try again. Okay, so now all the tests should be passing. Good. Okay, I have 3 commits here that I could push. Drop support for Python Reader in 3.9, fix formatting with black and rough, update all the dependencies. Good, and my Docker file, what is it based on? 42, so we are having, so the version we have is fine. The Python version we have is fine. Good. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh yeah, we're running with Unicorn. That's the thing. If you want to run it locally, that's what you should be using. Okay, fine. I'm gonna make a small pause here, and I'll be back in a few. And I'm back. Okay. Well. This is starting to look fine. What are we looking at with this? I should probably do the, yeah, I'm gonna probably, still pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that this is working. I'm gonna push this and rebuild. Well, no, I should rebuild now. It's rebuilding. Okay, so consequence of that is that yeah, there's nothing here as expected, and this here, there's nothing. Boom. There you go. That's probably not in the right channel. Mindshare is probably not in the right channel. Oh, it's currently being, yeah, it's being redeployed, which is why it's taking so long to load. Okay, so I think we're good. All right. I'm probably going to stop there. There's a lot of people contributing to that. That's cool. Nice. Anyway. Is it working now? Okay, so if I do this, yes. FPC, infrastructure. There you have the summary, because it's in the right it's in the only channel where it's in the right channel. And this was not vetted by people. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop there. Hopefully somebody will be able to review this and merge it. Oh, that's the thing. Pick up summary files that exist and display them. Oh yeah, that's my pull request. Cool. That's a lot of dependencies here. Cool. Did I create an issue for that? No. I'm gonna give it a few days. I'm gonna push my changes, and if it's separate commits, so if iCacheDeep isn't happy with that, he can ask me to separate them in a different, put them in different commits, and I'll be happy to oblige. All right, that's it. If you have any questions on all that, it was mainly a follow-up of what we did last time, so most of the work has been done last time, actually, if you want to check the recording. I think I'm going to stop there. There's not much more to say. Anything I should add? No, just, you know, I hope this year will be a great year for you all, and that free software will advance everywhere in the world. And not have everybody use free software, because everybody is probably using free software in a manner or another right now. But you know, the ideas of free software and the freedom for users to understand and to be able to understand and know how software works on their laptop, and also on the servers that generate the data that is sent to their computers and phones. I hope that moves. I hope this quest moves forward, because yeah, everybody talks about free software, and everybody uses free software, but very few people, well, yeah, I mean, it's not the problem. The questions that are raised by the free software movement aren't the same today, now that most of the computing is done outside of our devices. So the problem is different, but I think it's still relevant. So, yep. Let's see where we get at, and hopefully you'll have all a great 2026 year. And I'll see you next time, hopefully next week. Maybe not. We'll see. See you later, people. Have a good time.